sacrifice yourself to become a legend. That'd be kind of pointless for me, I guess, to sacrifice myself to become a legend because I won't be around to fawn myself, so to speak. No, I wouldn't be dead. I'd be gone. If that's what you mean by sacrifice, anyway. If I had to, give up my socks and wear shoes only to be a legend? Oh yeah. Would you ever want fame? There's a part of me that would want fame, I guess. But the other part of me that would want to be able to put it in the closet and shut the door and not deal with it. Getting sick of it would probably be an issue for me. So I'm torn on that one because there's perks that come with fame. And then there's also cons too. So there is that. You can only have one. Wisdom or intelligence. So there's the question now, can we have wisdom without intelligence? Can we have intelligence without wisdom? I would say that we can't have wisdom without intelligence because you need some sort of intelligence to have wisdom. I think you can have intelligence without wisdom, but you can't have wisdom without intelligence. But if it was just the hypothetical of this for the sake of the question, I would say wisdom would far outweigh intelligence anytime. Pretty intelligent guy or girl could be out trying to gather food. Wisdom, I also correlate that with experience. I would say wisdom. If you're trying to survive or something like that, and you're down to the bare minimum, I'd take the wise person before the intelligent person.
The synchronized, dichotometrically opposed finite paradox is an inconclusive conclusion to the questioned answer.
A Jew, a Muslim, and a Christian walk into an elevator. Which one has the best sense of humor? It's a good question, Faye. Off the top of my head, just off of the gut reaction, I would say my knee-jerk reaction would be the Jew. There's a lot of Jewish comedians. Yeah, definitely the Jew. Interesting question. That's why I'm actually answering these questions, just because of that one. Apologetics. Why bother arguing them? Well, may I be so bold as to assume that you're asking why argue against them. And the reason that I do is because they're just bad. Yeah, apologetics make up an excuse, no matter how blatant of a lie, to believe the Bible. Or whichever religious belief they're apologizing for, or whatever belief you're apologizing for. And I call it apologizing because that's what it is. Sorry! Philosophy. Why bother with it? We all have a philosophy that we keep under our hat. Put our philosophy up against others' philosophies to see if ours can be challenged and changed and corrected for the better. So it does have its place. But it can be mental masturbation if it take up all the waking hours of your day. Indoctrination. Can the damage be reversed? I think there's a lot of evidence of people that have broken free of a religion that they didn't want a part of anymore. And what do you mean by damage? I think people can overcome that. How to not feel ashamed, or I can't speak for that. Education. Should we have state or national standards? Okay, so when it comes to education, I think there's one thing that might be a standard. I think every child's different, and the environment that people are raised in isn't static. There's always something different in there. Some kids develop differently. There's a problem with that. We should probably not have a set of standards except for one thing: teaching critical thinking skills. That is something that people, no matter what level you're at, can develop from and become a better person. A better thinker, anyway. Yeah. Critical thinking. That should be the standard.
Death. Are you afraid?
I am not afraid of death. Look at it this way. We all have a memory that we can reach in our past. We can go back to our past, and then we get to the certain point where we can't remember anything. That is what I'm talking about. That nothing. We didn't exist. We don't remember existing. That is what it will be like when we die. I can't see anything, evidence pointing any different to it. No. Ask Atheist. They'll probably say, oh, well, how do you know? Well, I don't, but you know what? It's better than your answer. Hitchens or Carlin, who challenged society more? I honestly would say that I don't know as much about Hitchens as I do about Carlin. Carlin, you see, he influenced me a whole heck of a lot because I remember watching an HBO special and just seeing how he can use arithmetic poetry in his comedy act. Shit, piss, suck, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat. That's poetry. Am I right?
Hovind, Comfort, or Ham? Who has done the most damage?
I would say that they're all guilty of doing about the same amount of damage. I'm an anti-theist on top of being an atheist, and that I don't think that you should believe in untrue things to run your society. These guys want a theocracy. I don't want that. They're all equal in that one. I suppose you could add up numbers and get some sort of figure out who's got the most brownie points or non-brownie points. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Hey, thanks a lot, Faye. I love these questions. I love these questions. I love them, love them. This is Johnny Drive-By. I'm going to do my William Lane Craig impression.
The synchronized, dichotometrically opposed finite paradox is an inconclusive conclusion to the question to answer. Synchronized, dichotometrically opposed finite paradox is an inconclusive conclusion to the question to opposed finite paradox is an inconclusive conclusion to the question to answer. Answered with one question, therefore this sentence has 6 words, while this one has 5. Today will always be the day before tomorrow, and even if you don't decide, that decision is demonstrably not demonstrable. Are there any questions?
So I am not coming up with too many conclusions. As a matter of fact, there are no conclusions. So there is that.